Arab countries spend a lot of money on their militaries. Saudi Arabia is the third largest arms importer in the world, and the United Arab Emirates is 18th. However, the armies of these countries are not very strong. A good example of this is the war in Yemen. There, the Arab forces have not been able to defeat the Houthi rebels. How is it possible that so much money doesn't produce better results? There are many reasons. Some of the reasons are related to the Arab countries' own problems, and some are related to the actions of other countries. It is important to understand these reasons in order to understand why Arab armies are not stronger. It's not just about money, but also about how it's spent. The fact that Arab countries spend a lot of money on their militaries, but their armies are still not very strong, has sparked a lot of discussion. Many people believe that Arab countries should rather spend money on education, healthcare, and better roads and bridges. One important reason for the weakness of Arab armies is the way these countries are governed. In many Arab countries, the leader has a lot of power, and ordinary people cannot influence things. This often leads to money being misused and things not working properly. The army also has these problems. In addition, there are many different people and groups in Arab countries who do not get along. For example, people of different faiths and languages often quarrel. This makes it difficult to create a common defense. This is what happened, for example, in the Iraq War in 2003, when the Iraqi army quickly disintegrated because Shia and Sunni Muslims began to fight among themselves. The fact that Arab countries compete with each other is also a problem. Countries want to be stronger than others and control the region. This leads to them constantly buying more weapons, even though it may not make them safer. On the contrary, it can increase disputes and mistrust between countries. Although Arab countries spend a lot of money on their militaries, they don't always have a lot of money to spend. The price of oil has a big impact on how much money Arab countries have. This makes it difficult to plan military matters far into the future. In addition, Arab countries are dependent on Western countries. They buy weapons and receive military training from Western countries. However, Western countries are not always willing to help. For example, they can be cold if human rights are not respected in Arab countries. It is also good to remember that there are many young people in Arab countries, and the population is growing rapidly. This means that more jobs and services are needed all the time. If Arab countries are unable to provide young people with jobs and hope for the future, it could lead to unrest and conflict. Section 4. External influences. The actions of other countries also affect the armies of Arab countries. The United States has traditionally been the country that has taken care of the security of Arab countries. In recent years, however, the United States has reduced its presence in the Middle East. This has left a vacuum that other countries such as Russia and China are eager to fill. Russia has strengthened its positions in Syria. China has made many agreements with Arab countries concerning both trade and security. Iran also has an important role to play. Iran is a Shia Muslim-led country and competes with Saudi Arabia for leadership in the region. Iran supports Shia Muslims in Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. This has increased tensions in the Middle East and made it more difficult to resolve conflicts. Section 5. Future Outlook. The strength of Arab armies is a complex issue with no easy answers. It is clear that simply throwing money at the military is not enough. Arab countries must also solve their own problems such as corruption and inefficiency. In foreign policy, Arab countries must find a balance between different superpowers. The role of the United States in the Middle East is changing, but it is still an important player. Arab countries must also strengthen their own defenses and cooperate more with each other. The future looks challenging. Arab countries have to make difficult choices between their security and their economy. However, it is important to remember that there is a lot of potential in the Arab world. If Arab countries are able to solve their own problems and find a common direction, they have every opportunity to succeed in the future as well.